Let's make a guitar box. Hi, and welcome back to my craft room. My name is Kelsey. I also call myself Dinosaur Mama, and today we are making a guitar box. This is one of my thinner boxes, so it's great for like gift cards and candies if you want to use it as a favor box for a party, but it is going to be on the smaller side. However, the guitar SVG can be used separately in any of your crafts. If you're new here or if you need a refresher, all of the information like materials and tools plus the free SVG download will be found in the blog post linked below. Let's get started in Cricut Design Space. I like to think this is easy to use like my other SVGs, so there isn't much to do. So the main thing that you're going to do is you're going to ungroup, and you'll see there's this little line. So we have this one group up here, this line and this black box, which is going to be the part that raises up the strings. And you're gonna want to change this to a score line. And I did this so that you know the max width of where you can glue those guitar strings down. Because the first time I tried gluing this, I was gluing it all over the place, and then I realized I needed kind of like a marker to show you where to glue them down. So I thought, what better than a score line? It's not cutting into the paper, and you kind of can't see it once you have everything glued down. So I did use a score line. I ended up actually scoring mine twice so I could really see it. And then just make sure to go back and attach it. Now everything else is already sized accordingly. And so my only suggestion is if you're going to resize anything, you have to resize the whole file. So just make sure. And if you don't want the box, you can always just delete it. All right, and then I sent everything over to my machine, and I cut everything out using the medium cardstock setting on fast mode, but of course this is going to depend on your machine and your blade. I also want to mention that I ended up cutting the neck of the guitar 3 times out of 80-pound cardstock to make sure it was really solid. So I just duplicated those layers. So let's start with the really basic parts of the guitar. The black circle is going to go on the inside, so I made sure my texture was facing up if you use textured paper. And I just placed this on the inside, so the non-textured side. I hope that made sense, so that when you flip it over, you see both textured sides. And then there's another small circle that is cut out in the center, and we are going to add that around this circle that we just did. And like I mentioned before, I cut my neck piece out 3 times, so you will have to glue those together to give it more weight. But if you had a more solid paper, you would just skip over this step. And what I decided to do was I was going to glue down the knobs, the tuning knobs, like sandwiched in between 2 of the layers. So I glued the first 2 together, and then I assembled the knobs across from each other. So there's 3 on each side at the top of the guitar where that thicker piece is, the guitar neck, I'm sorry. And then I added in my 3rd layer to kind of sandwich them in between. So you can double up on the black parts of the knobs if you want them to not be seen. Like if you want it, not be seen, but if you want it to look more cohesive on both sides. However, I didn't do that. I just did the one side, but you're going to glue down your little silver notches first. I'm being so clumsy right now. So see, I put 3 things of glue, little dots of glue onto my guitar neck, and I'm grabbing tweezers to do this now. And you are going to glue those on, those little silver pieces. And then the end of the silver piece, you're going to glue on the black knobs. And make sure when you're doing this, you try to space those out as evenly as possible, as well as have them even on both sides across from each other. So you don't want to have them, off-centered on the other side. And now I am just going to attach my 3rd layer, and then I'm going to add the knobs on after. This also just makes those little tiny details more secure. So I'm going to add on that 3rd piece. I actually flipped the textured side to be out, so you have double textured side, and I glued this down. And now here we are with our guitar neck, and so now we can glue on those knobs to the end of those silver pieces. And so I'm just taking my craft glue and gluing on the knobs. Again, the main thing is trying to keep them equidistant and even and in the center as you glue this down. And so I didn't use a ton of glue to attach them, but they hold on really well. And then once you have all 6 on, your neck is finally complete and should look something like this. So our next step is now to attach this to our guitar. You can put the glue on the neck or on the guitar itself. Just remember that if you do it on the neck like I did, you might get some glue on your table, and you're just going to attach it right on. And this neck should be pretty stiff. You don't want it to be floppy at all. And now I'm going to fold up the box part, and this is going to be where your strings attach. I want to say this is called the bridge on a guitar, but I'm probably wrong. So correct me if I am wrong, but we are going to fold this and you're going to make a box. So I'm gluing it on all sides. So I did the long side first, and then I'm going to do the 2 sides on either end. You just fold in all of the flaps, and this is going to give us some height so that our strings kind of sit off of that neck. So just take your time allowing it to dry when you glue all of the pieces together. And in the end, your box should look something like this. Make sure your sides are pushed in. I know mine on the left side pushed out just a little bit. But you also want to keep in mind which side your score line is on, so make sure you take note of that before you glue it down. And now I am going to glue this piece. You want to have the score line as lined up as possible with the neck of the guitar, the bottom of it. And so I'm just using my craft glue here to glue this down. And you want the smaller part of the trapezoid to be towards the bottom and the longer part towards the top. And remember, try to line up your score line with the neck of the guitar. Now for our small little circles that are our tuning knobs up at the top. So these are just going to be rounded, and I made these circles that you place on top a little bit bigger, and I'm just using my tweezers to round these little pieces, and I'll show you up close in a little bit. And I'm not going to show you all 6 of them, but I'm going to show you a couple of them. And I'm just rounding it with my tweezers and then gluing them together on the edge with craft glue. And then what I do is I hold it with the tweezers while it dries, and I use hot glue to attach the top circle to it. By using the hot glue, it's almost like it gives like a bubble on top and it adheres better. So I use craft glue for the outside to attach the 2 sides and make it round into a cylinder. Think like a very, 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 very tiny toilet paper roll. And then on top, I just place another little piece of paper with the hot glue. So see, I'm using my tweezers to hold this shut. So this might actually be one of the projects where you absolutely need tweezers. So I'm going to bring it up. And there's our little circle. I think you can kind of see it. So that's what you want to hold it. And now be very careful with your hot glue when you're doing this, because obviously you don't have a lot of space to work with. And I'm putting the tiniest amount inside and then grabbing one of these little tiny circles and placing it right on top. So have some patience with yourself here. Try to remember texture if you're using texture paper, what side to put it on. But I'm just placing this on very, very gently on top to create this tube with a top on it. And here it is up close. And so I will do one more kind of sped up so you can see how it's done. So here I am kind of turning it with my tweezers to make it round, gluing the edges together, and then I'm going to attach it to my tweezers to hold that together. And now I'm going to add some hot glue right into the top at the center, and then I'm going to attach the end. And that's how you make those. So you have 6 of those to create. Now my suggestion is for your fishing line, and so your guitar strings, to make them longer than what you would think. So you want to at least go from the base where we're attaching it up to the tuning part, right? Make it a little longer, because if you loop it around an extra couple times, it's not going to hurt with the glue. So you're going to want 6 of these to cut out. And if you did accidentally cut one a little too short, like not the biggest deal, of course you could always just cut more fishing line, but you could also use the shorter ones towards the end at the lowest point. So no worries, you can always work it in somehow. Now I'm going to show you a couple of the strings again, probably just 1 or 2, but you're going to start at the base and you're going to glue all of your strings down. So you want to keep these again as even as possible, and you want the shorter ones to be on the outsides and work the way in for the longer ones, okay? So shorter on the outside, longer towards the inside, and that's going from both sides. So not from left to right, from the outerwards to the inwards. And so you want to glue these down. Obviously use caution when you're using hot glue, but I am gluing these down with the tiniest amount, and remember to use your score line for placement. And so now I'm just going through making sure that all of my strings are glued on and that they are even. So you want to add your glue, add on your little string and allow it to dry. If you tug too hard, yes, it will pull off. So just be careful. So now I have all 6 of my strings glued down to my base. So now working from the outwards inwards, right? So the left 3, you're going to start from bottom to top with your tuning pieces. So I'm going to start with this one and glue it down, and I'm gluing it to the bottom next to the tuning knob. And this is going to be the outer string. So the most outer string on the left, that is what you are going to attach. So now I am grabbing my strings out of the way, and I'm going to add some hot glue onto the side of that tuning knob, I guess you would say, or the circle that we just added. And I am going to grab that outer string, again, the one all the way to the left, and I'm going to loop it around and pull it taut. Now, not too taut so that your guitar starts bending, but taut enough so that the string kind of stays like up a little bit like a guitar. And allow plenty of time for this to dry, and then you will just take any extra fishing line and cut it with your scissors on the edge. And so here is your first string, the way it's going to look. Again, it's pulled pretty tight and it's looped around. So you see it's looped around the top, and now we're going to repeat that for all 6 strings. So remember, you're going to do the middle string to the middle on the left. So everything on the left will go to the left, and then the 3 on the right, you're going to start on the outside on the right, and that's going to go to the bottom on the right. And I hope that makes sense. You're going to work outwards towards the center and then bottom to top. And so you'll continue this for all 6. Just take your time. Remember, you glue down your little knob, then you add some glue to the inside of that knob on the side, and then you grab your fishing line, your string, and wrap it around. Again, you want it to be taut, but not so taut that you're like pulling up on the end of the guitar. 1, your fishing line might slip out of the hot glue, and 2, it's gonna bend your guitar, which is not what you want. You want it to be like as flat as possible. And so here I am finishing up my last little bit that I need to snip off, and all 6 of my strings are now connected. And I haven't done it yet, but I went back with my tweezers and just cleaned up some of those hot glue strings that you might have. Now there's a little piece that kind of looks like, I don't want to say a teardrop, but kind of like a teardrop. That's going to go right in between where we just put all of our little cylinders. And so you just grab some craft glue, and as sneakily as possible, we're going to glue that down in between. So you can also omit this if you don't want to do it or if you don't have space, but I'm just grabbing a little craft glue and gluing that down in the middle. This box is pretty easy to assemble. I've added the perforation lines for you already, so you're just gonna fold in on all of those, and then we're going to glue the 2 flaps in the back to the side and the 2 flaps in the front to the sides. And then that's it. It really doesn't have too much to it, to be honest. I left the other flaps that are on the sides just there as like kind of like a decor. You can also use it to glue it down if you want more security in your box, but overall it worked out pretty much easily with just having those little flaps there. And so I'm gluing those down, and on the inside, I always think that makes for a cleaner project if you glue flaps on the inside so you don't see them. And that is how you assemble your box. And then your next step after that, which I feel like is kind of like a given, is to attach your guitar pieces onto it. So we're going to use a glue on the top, and I'm just going to keep this sped up because I feel like you don't need me to slow down here, and glue it down. Just give it time to dry because I was like not letting it dry long enough and it started peeling off. Also make sure that it's like centered, and if you're flipping over the box, try to be careful so you don't have strings break or anything kind of fall apart. And you're going to add the other side of the guitar as well onto the other side, onto the bottom. And I'm attaching these down, and then when you open your box, it'll open and the guitar will sit up and the bottom will lay flat. And see, this is where I'm cleaning up with my tweezers, just any little hot glue strings. Just again, be careful when you're doing this as to not pull out any strings. And here is our final guitar box that opens, and you can put candy, a gift card. Again, it's a smaller box, but it came out really cute. Thank you for joining me as we made this guitar box out of paper. If you enjoy my crafts and crafting along with me, then don't forget to subscribe. And if you enjoyed this craft in particular, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. It helps me so much. I'll see you next week with a new craft, and stay crafty.